Hello!
Welcome to Weekend Cooking. My name is Dago,
And my name is Hannah.
and today we're doing a date night special. We're teaching you how to cook steak. Did steak night, so hopefully it's a version that is good for you and teaches you that you can cook steak at home and it can be really good.
Don't be scared.
Don't be
Don't
scared.
be scared. Steak is really easy to cook. It's low effort, but it has high impact. And you can impress your date or your family and make them think that you got this. You got this hold on life and you're gonna be fine.
And it'll save you a lot of money too.
It'll save you a lot of money too. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. For our steak, we're gonna need our cuts of meat, of course. For us, we have our tender strip loins right here. They are covered in fat outside right here with some marbling inside, and we really like that cut. We are going to prepare it with some rock salt over here and some pepper. We are going to cook it in olive oil, and then we're going to baste it. We're gonna start with some unsalted butter. Very important to use unsalted so that you don't make your steak too salty. And then you're going to cook some cloves of garlic. We're using two, one for each piece of steak that we have. And then we're gonna finish with our aromatics. For us, we're using rosemary so that we give that our steaks a nice smell when it's done cooking. Okay, so preparing our garlic is really easy. Just get rid of this side, chop it off, do the same for the other one. Set those aside, and then just kind of crush your garlic with a blade. And the peel is going to come off really easily. Ta-da. And that's it. That's your garlic. It's ready to go.
Yay.
Okay, so first we're going to prepare our steak. We want to have as little moisture on the surface of our steaks as possible, so we're going to begin with pat drying them, getting rid of some of that surface moisture. Okay, it's not too wet for this one. You can see it barely makes some mark on the other side of our 2-ply, but there you go, that's a lot of moisture. And we're going to do the same for the other steak we have here. That's a lot wetter. Okay, and then we're gonna flip it around and do the same for the other side.
So the reason behind getting the steak as dry as possible is we want to sear it. Sear, S-E-A-R. So we want to sear it. We do not want to broil it. Broiling happens when there's like too much moisture there and it sort of just like cooks in its own moisture. So we want to remove as much water as we can.
So now that we're done with that, we're going to draw the moisture out of the meat. And the best way to do that is with some rock salt.
There you go. Okay.
So salt, if you didn't know, draws moisture. So we're just gonna coat our steaks in salt. So we're gonna let this rest for 30 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes have passed and you can see that there's a few more juices that came out and there's a lot more surface juice that's here. So we're gonna pat dry our steaks again to get rid of this moisture. So here we go. Oh, see, that's a lot more juice than like what we were able to get earlier. So we're pretty happy with the dryness. We're gonna start seasoning our steaks now. So we're gonna reapply some salt. Okay, so we're gonna start cooking our steak. We're going to preheat our pan. We're using a non-stick. What is it?
We are using a non-stick skillet.
A non-stick
Usually
skillet.
for making steaks, the best pan to use would be a cast iron skillet. Those are amazing, but those are crazy expensive, and all we have right now is this non-stick pan. It'll do.
Yeah, the cast iron makes the whole pan hot, so there's kind of like a convection thing going on. So we don't quite have that same thing here with our pan, but we're gonna make it work. So check for the heat. You want it in high heat. We're using olive oil because it can withstand the high heat. If you use butter here, it's gonna burn really bad. It'll be tasty, but it's gonna burn really bad because of the high heat that we're using. So we're using olive oil. So I think the pan's hot enough. I'm gonna coat it. So
So
that
we're using around a tablespoon of olive oil, around that much, maybe a little bit more. Just coat the pan real nice.
let it smoke. Okay, I'm gonna have our steak. We're going for medium rare for this one.
Now, how do you find out if it's medium rare already?
I usually cook one side for like 60 minutes. Even if I'm a little short, I'm gonna baste the steak anyway later. So that's gonna cook it. That's gonna make it, you know, finish more if it needs to finish more. We're just gonna take a quick look. Okay.
Okay.
So we have some here. That's because of our the salt that we put in there earlier. I'm trying to flatten this out.
Okay, I think I know how to flatten it out.
Okay. So that you get a good sear on, good equal sear for the entire side of the steak. So things like this happen. You just kind of have to adjust. We have a nice sear going on here.
Can I touch it?
You can do it. To test doneness after you've seared one side of the steak, you can use the soft part of your palm as a guide by matching your thumb with your other fingers. So this would be medium rare. This would be medium. This is medium well. And this, very firm, is well done. Now I'm gonna get some butter to get our basting going. So basting is just, you know, basically giving our steak a bath in hot oil, hot butter.
And then put the butter there.
Put the butter here.
Okay.
And just leave the steak there.
Put the
Leave it at an
garlic.
incline. Put the garlic
Both?
here. Just the one.
Just the one, and then more this. So
Yes.
what we really want to do here is to let the flavors get to know each other. So if you have fresh herbs at home, go ahead. That's actually a lot better. So fresh herbs, a stalk of rosemary, put it here, garlic.
So you wanna put the pan at an incline
So that
all the juices flow down here. There's gonna be a little pool, and then you're just gonna scoop it up and put it back on the steak. Is ready to serve.
let that rest. So you can pretty much get whatever side dish you want. Sometimes we have potatoes, buttered veggies,
French beans.
French beans. This time we wanna get a little bit healthier, and we purchased a salad. So we got this one at the supermarket. We just have to make our own vinaigrette. So that's balsamic vinegar and olive oil in equal parts, and some salt and pepper to taste.
Well done. I probably cut it wrong. But anyway, Oh, like that. I like the sear here and the redness here. It looks like it's really promising. Pretty much what I wanted. Hopefully it's even throughout. But I'm happy with this.
Oh,
look at that.
oh, it's pretty.
Hmm?
Oh, that's exactly how I like it. Exactly.
It's time to feed ourselves. Dago did a really good job, and I wanted my steak to be bloody, and it is. Look at that! Look at that!
I wanted a medium cut so you can see a medium doneness rather. So you can see the sear in there. Oh, there's still some pink. And I'm really hungry. So
You're really hungry. You have to go and
we're
eat it.
gonna eat it right now and see how well I did.
I love it. Wish you were here, but good news is you can do this at home now.
I don't think there's much more to say.
There's nothing more
There's
to
nothing
say.
more to say. Hope you learned some things here.
It's so good.
So, yeah.
It's so good.
Don't be afraid to make steak at home. Even if things don't go perfectly. Steak's just really good. So yeah, really good skill to have up your sleeves if you're single and dating, and even if you have a special someone already, it will be sure to make them happy. So just
I'm
generally a good skill to have overall. So don't be afraid to make steak. Now it's been weekend cooking. Again, my name is Dago.
Hannah.
Don't forget to follow Hannah on IG, htalto.rights.
And don't forget to follow Dago on IG as well if you want spoiler-free movie reviews. It's called Dago's to the Movies. Link below.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye! Look at